Hello and welcome to Mediocre Sim Racing. I'm Kieran, and today is episode number 5 of our iRacing Road Career.
Car in the left column.
And we haven't even started. There's already a car in the wall. There's a lot of cars stopped. Not quite sure what has happened there. Anyway, we've qualified in pole position for the first time ever in a road race, which is good stuff. Yeah, it's the weekly race challenge in the Toyota GR86 at Okayama on the full course. The genius that I am didn't record the race at the time of racing. I do that for every single race. For some reason, this particular one, I decided, I'm not going to record it. And then 20 minutes or so later, really wished I did, so I saved the replay and just sort of taken some snippets out of it. Well, we've got the whole race here, but we've got some different angles. So we're just on the TV camera at the moment. You can see in the top right, we've got the cockpit camera. So yeah, qualified pole for the first time. It's a 0.7k split, so again, not great. We're on the bottom split in this particular race. But as always, if you are new here, welcome along. Our channel is based off of low splits and at the moment not great racing, but I feel like it could be useful to perhaps new people to the platform who want to see what the racing's like at this sort of level, because realistically you're kind of at that level to begin with. It's whether or not you can improve and move yourself up. Go. Second place is spun off. That is ideal for us. That gives us a nice little cushion on the first lap. And obviously this is something I've never experienced before. A, being in pole, and B, being in a race and just having the road in front of me. And I'll be honest, I was not feeling particularly confident even in this position. I was thinking, like, I'm going to screw something up here. But yeah, we have a pretty clean first lap. Already got a couple of seconds up on everyone else. And at this point, it was more about just trying to settle in. I was just trying to get some consistent laps in. Qualifying time was 1:46.8, which for a low split was perfectly reasonable. Well, it was good enough for first, but in the sort of sub 1Ks, if you're lapping in this car on this track in the sort of 140, low 147s quite consistently, then you're going to be all right. Top splits, you're still a good 2.5 seconds off top split pace, but if you can do it consistently, I guess that's half the battle. May have heard a bang there. I have no idea what that was or where that was coming from. We must have had a half decent lap, because we clearly are extending our lead here at the front. With a second and third and maybe having a sort of mini battle between themselves, and that's just allowing me a clear run. So most people will know that the paint jobs on the car are all from Trading Paints. I chose a random one that had Seabrook's crisps on it. Quite like Seabrook crisps. Potato chips for you in North America, but especially the ready salted ones, they're lovely. So anyway, we're on board. still don't think I've perfected that particular corner, but I know that's one that can really make or break your lap with the long straight after it. So far so good. Sort of 2.5–3 seconds in front at the moment, I think. No, still a long way to go. It's a 20-minute race, so you're looking at 11–12 laps. Almost a bit of a skid there, but managed to keep it together. So I did have, this was probably my third race on this combo this week. The other two didn't go particularly well. Both races qualified quite well. I started the race okay, so no T1 incidents or anything. We'll just do something stupid like 1 or 2 laps in. Spin out of control on a corner, catch a bit of gravel and just kind of ruin my race, and then ultimately a couple of others, because me spinning out would then force them to collide with me. Here we go, still comfortable at the moment. Sounded like another collision, but again, don't know where. I didn't even think after the race to look through any incidents during the race. I'd already ruined that by not recording. Definitely increasing our lead here. And obviously, as someone who's never been, and this was also, obviously it was my first ever pole. It was the first time we've ever led for at least a lap in a road race on iRacing. So this is very unfamiliar territory. The pessimist in me was waiting for myself to ruin my own race, or for someone to all of a sudden start stringing together some fast laps behind and catch up. I mean, what's everyone else's thoughts of Okayama as a racetrack? I've always quite liked it in iRacing. I don't know why. I think when I was in rookies, I think Okayama was probably the track that I raced the most. Certainly when I started this in 2021 for a couple of weeks before giving up until December. Definitely remember Okayama, racing that a lot. Probably wouldn't be able to tell by my driving, but then again, that was 2 years ago, and I didn't play it for nearly 2 years, so. Just each lap, we're just sort of, we're 3 to 4 tenths a lap quicker than the cars behind us. So we're just gaining each lap, stretching our lead. Should we go back on board for another lap? Took the corner a touch wide there, but nothing to worry worry about at this point. And it looks like, as you can see on the blimp in the top right hand corner there is a car that we are approaching. We are approaching back markers already. So we're not even halfway through the race. Obviously they must have had some sort of collision. This is another corner that I sort of do, this double left-hander I do struggle with. Safety negotiated, but less than optimal, probably line and pace. I remember that corner I used to really struggle with, but I think I'm slowly getting the hang of that one. Provided again, trying to get the line right. So about halfway through the race, at the moment, still no problems. Bumper crowd in attendance, anticipating some sort of mess up by the race leader, which sounds crazy to say out loud. There's second place, still got a nice little gap there. I think at this point it was probably about 5-6 seconds, maybe 7. I think the most it got up to was about 8 at around this time in the race. Obviously I don't have the interval data to hand, so if only I'd recorded it like I do every other race. Oh, lessons learnt. Keep going. That's a corner sometimes I get right, sometimes I don't. Here comes the back marker, and going through my head at this point I'm thinking, oh no, I don't want to do anything stupid, I don't want to spook him, I just want to get round him, so I do slow up here, I do lose quite a bit of time. Almost messed the corner up. Poor driving from my part at this point. And my presence forced him wide, so through him, happy days. It did cost me a good 4 seconds though on the cars behind, which that was less than ideal. I was kind of hoping that maybe that car would cause them some problems as well, but we are going down on the straight, and whether he took some damage or not, he really wasn't going quick at all. there's probably 3 laps after this one. Again, being someone who's never been in this position, I'm instantly thinking, oh no, just that 4-second loss really could be the difference. The car that's now in second is lapping sort of 3 to 4 tenths a second, 3 to 4 tenths quicker per lap. He sort of must have been involved in some stuff at the beginning because he was sort of way down the field, but again, if I just run my race, try and stay consistent, just consistently lap around low 147s, then really shouldn't have a problem. But your mind can do crazy things to you. And it is bad because I am just sat there, I remember it, just sitting there going, just don't make any mistakes, not really concentrating about lap times. Luckily it was still fairly consistent-ish. But there, I wasn't happy with that corner. I've had a camera on me and see me shaking my head. But yeah, I mean, bar any dramas, obviously the race isn't finished yet. Lost a bit of control there. Almost jinxed myself. Bar any dramas, we should be alright. And then we skinned there. I think I tell myself off around here. Just stop it. Just drive as if it's practice. There's no one in front of you. Just drive at the pace that you know you can, and you should be fine. At this point, we've got 2 laps left. Well, this lap and 1 more lap. Again, there's so many factors in there. There's obviously, being in the lead is something that's new to me. Never won a race. When you get into that stage where everything's kind of gone as well as it possibly can, you're just thinking like something's going to happen here. At this point, I'm still at about 5-second lead. So providing it doesn't matter at this point, I can get a 150. Obviously, it's running close, I wouldn't want to do that, but just need to stay on the track. Don't do anything silly. Bring it home. White flag. There we go, last lap. Can we hold on? Can we get a win? Just stay on the track. We are approaching a back marker, but luckily they're far enough away that unless they do anything stupid, that they're not going to cause any issues here. But if you have made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you could drop a like or subscribe if you haven't done that, that would be great. Get some more eyeballs on, as I call it, mediocre sim racing, but that's probably not right. It's probably more. It's worse than that, but anyway, just a few more corners to go. And at this point, it's really starting to feel real. Last corner, let's keep it together. And here we go. Across the finishing line. And we've won. Can you believe it? We've won a race. Absolute scenes. So there's some confirmation of it, just because I didn't have I didn't record it live. We were bottom split, 5 out of 5. There we are, first place. No incidents. No incidents in qualifying as well. So we went up 99 points in our iRating and a 0.15 in our license class for our safety rating. Just to prove it, there we go. 36 races, 1 win, 1 pole, laps led 12, which was exactly what that race was. So yeah, happy days.